Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Mi channel. Luffy is in the final stretch of his search for the great One Piece treasure, now having to face very powerful enemies, such as the Elders themselves, and soon even Im-sama. He will need to become even stronger to defeat them. One of the methods could be training with someone who knows the powers of the Sun God and the history of Joy Boy. Rayleigh will train Luffy once again, and before I reveal how everything will happen, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to receive a devil fruit. Comment which fruit you want, okay? Guys, if Gold D. Roger had eaten the fruit that belonged to Joy Boy, the Hito Hito no Mi, Nika's fruit, the story of One Piece could have taken a different path, marked by even more extraordinary feats. After all, Roger couldn't accomplish the deeds that only Luffy can in the world, and the greatest dream of the Pirate King was to live in the same era as Joy Boy, being the first pirate, and eventually his successor, Gold D. Roger, the Pirate King, wanted to live in the same era and meet Luffy. Luffy was the chosen one, Gold D. Roger was not. Roger's vision always went beyond his own time. He saw the potential in the next generation and believed that the real Joy Boy, someone with the determination and spirit necessary to bring about revolutionary change, was yet to come. This new Joy Boy would need to be chosen by Nika's fruit to fulfill his destiny and achieve what Roger and his allies only dreamed of. Roger's decision not to eat the fruit, despite its immense power, reveals a lot about his character. He didn't seek absolute power or domination, but freedom and the possibility of change. He knew he wasn't the chosen one. He recognized that true change would not come by his own hand, but through a successor who could inspire the world in a way that he couldn't. By leaving the fruit untouched, Roger entrusted the task of changing the world to the next generation. When Roger surrendered to the authorities and was executed, his last words were a challenge to all who heard: find the One Piece and claim the title of Pirate King. This act unleashed the great pirate era, an era that he knew would bring forth the true Joy Boy. Nika's fruit, hidden and protected by fate, awaited the right moment and the right person to emerge and change the course of history. Thus, Rayleigh, who stood by Roger's side and shared the Pirate King's thoughts, could meet and guide the chosen one, Luffy. Roger's decision not to eat the Gomu Gomu no Mi and not to become Joy Boy was a conscious choice of a leader who understood the flow of history. He trusted the future, believing that the right person would emerge to continue his mission. And with Rayleigh now knowing that this person, the new Joy Boy with Nika's fruit, is Luffy, and that he really is the chosen one by having awakened, it means that the story is about to change. Luffy would be the one to bring true change and fulfill the legacy Roger left behind. And that's why this is the moment for Rayleigh, who has already faced Blackbeard, to go to Luffy to train him. From the beginning of his journey, Luffy has shown a remarkable ability for quick learning and a unique skill in adapting to different situations. However, his most significant training occurred during the 2-year time skip after the events of the Marineford War, where he experienced his greatest growth and evolution. During this period, Luffy isolated himself on Ruskaina, a wild and dangerous island where he sought to enhance his physical, mental, and devil fruit powers. Luffy's solitary training was grueling, involving rigorous physical conditioning, battling wild animals, and refining his combat techniques. Rayleigh, a master of haki and a skilled swordsman, shared his vast knowledge with Luffy, guiding him on the path to becoming a truly formidable pirate. At that time, Rayleigh's main focus was to develop Luffy's abilities with haki. Realizing the boy was one of the Conqueror's haki users, a form of spiritual energy that grants extraordinary powers, Luffy learned to master the Conqueror's haki, an advanced form that allows him to subdue weaker opponents and influence the environment around him. This ability became a crucial weapon in his battles against powerful enemies. In addition to physical training and combat skills, Luffy also sharpened his cunning and strategy under Rayleigh's guidance. The veteran pirate's experience brought a new perspective to the young captain, helping him understand the importance of thinking strategically amidst battles and challenges. By the end of the time skip, Luffy returned as a completely transformed pirate, with significantly greater power, enhanced skills, and a deeper understanding of the world around him. His solitary training and Rayleigh's guidance were fundamental to his character's evolution, preparing him for the monumental challenges that awaited him in the second half of the Grand Line. And now, the long-awaited final saga of One Piece promises to be an epic full of twists and revelations, and the possibility of a meeting between Monkey D. Luffy and Rayleigh suggests that now the truth about the Straw Hat Pirate's destiny may be revealed. The influence of the Pirate King's crew members on Luffy's journey has always been great, ever since the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates ate the iconic Gomu Gomu no Mi from Shanks, which we later discovered was actually the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika, the sun god. At that moment, we can assume Shanks knew everything about this fruit. After all, he was part of the legendary Pirate King's crew. And we know that Shanks was initially surprised that Luffy had eaten the Sun God's fruit since Shanks was looking for the next Joy Boy. He believed that when Luffy ate that devil fruit, it was the moment the fruit chose the next Sun God. After that happened, Shanks went straight to Rayleigh to tell him about Luffy and ask him to wait for the boy at Sabaody, already expecting that Luffy would meet Rayleigh, learn from him, and be guided toward the goal that only Rayleigh and Shanks, as well as other former members of the Pirate King's crew, knew. Now that Luffy has reached Gear 5, the moment of awakening, the reunion between the two will happen. After all, the time has come for Luffy to show that he is the person Roger was waiting for. And at this moment, he needs guidance and must learn more about Joy Boy and what the boy needs to do. For this reason, it would be ideal for Rayleigh to meet him again. Luffy's training with Rayleigh could now go beyond combat skills and how to use Gear 5's powers, this time covering lessons in leadership, strategy, and the historical significance of Joy Boy and the Sun God. Rayleigh is one of the most strategic men in the world and is highly respected. He can now share his wisdom on how to lead the Straw Hat Pirates into the greatest battle of all time. The final saga of One Piece presents the ideal opportunity for Luffy to fully understand the meaning and potential of the fruit, that from the moment he bit it, his life was shrouded in mystery and purpose. Rayleigh is one of the few people in the world who truly knows the truth about that fruit and what Luffy needs to accomplish now that he has awakened it and finally become the new Sun God. The former holders of the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika, are considered symbols of the warrior of liberation, those destined to bring significant changes to the world. Their bodies, free from limitations, conveyed not only physical freedom, but also a spirit of freedom that could be shared with those around them. Apparently, Luffy is the one destined to bring freedom to the world, which is now under the control of Im-sama. And at this moment, Rayleigh emerges as a central figure who could guide Luffy in fully understanding and utilizing this divine power. Shanks, whose own destiny is intertwined with the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, may also show him what he, as the new Nika, must do, possibly leading him to a potential sacrifice as Joy Boy lost his life on his last mission. Rayleigh would guide Luffy on his journey to unlock the full potential of this divine fruit, transforming not only Luffy's body, but also his spirit, in order to fulfill the great mission of bringing freedom to the world. What do you think about this? Comment below. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.